we have a whole montage of how the Red Room works, showing them training. Well, why not?
Because that's the interesting part of her story, the Red Room. And they literally just did a montage over it. Like, that's what makes her her. That's the big part of the comics that makes this Russian spy tick. And they just put some punk rock over it, flash through some screens, and move on. I was like, I that's fine. Because people have questions like, how did she get this way? How did she learn these things? How is she such a good fighter? If you watch this and you went to the bathroom, I think she's just smart. Or she just, I don't know, somehow is Russian and can speak English. It doesn't make any sense because we didn't see the training that happened to make her the way she is. And for it to be such a big part of the movie, but also such a small part of it at the same time, I thought it was an interesting choice. Obviously, you want to have more Scarlett Johansson, real life character person on screen as much as possible. And you can't do that in an origin movie about her being a kid. So they skipped over it. But I thought that would have been the more interesting parts of this if we got the actual original Red Room. But they glossed over that.
Well, I think you got the gist of it through conversations with her family. They talk about
that was a writer saying we got to make sure people know what happened. Take a break here about being tortured. Oh yeah, uterus removed. Laugh about it. What? It was traumatic character development moments, and we're just glossing over it. And I think we were all as shocked as Alexi was. Oh, just casual about this.
Well, I mean, you don't want to show that.
No, you don't want to show it, but I mean, did it affect you? I don't know because it didn't seem to be that important in your backstory.
Well, she is a spy. I mean, I think the thing that they said that separated her was that she had heart. But
yeah, heart.
I mean, but she does have a side to separate herself, like that side of her.
In a world where Thanos is walking with Infinity Stones, some girl with a heart is supposed to be you get low stakes. I just can't.
Okay, I know you're not liking this so far, but the part for me that we'll probably get more into it later, that didn't really work for me was what's the name of Taskmaster. I was really looking, huh?
That didn't work for you.
No, well, not exactly who was Taskmaster,
okay,
but what happened with Taskmaster. I mean, I just didn't like it. Taskmaster just did not do much of anything in this film. That's what I was really looking forward to.
Interesting.
But not much happened.
The main villain.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a Winter Soldier kind of villain.
Yeah.
Where Taskmaster is Winter Soldier, and then you have some kind of Russian guy controlling them.
Right.
But it was very disappointing.
If you love, I could see that because they changed a lot about that character. So I could see the disappointment there. Someone asked me a question. Well, talk about specifics, but with the way Taskmaster works, how did he know some of the things he knew without watching the movies? Actually, we'll get into how his stuff works, how her stuff works, but I don't know. The film he was watching looked the one I was watching, and that's not possible.
I mean, maybe he/she has a omnipresence. No. I don't want to, spoil anything in the future, but that's why I said he/she.
No.
But
let's talk about it.
Okay, well, I think there was probably some kind of camera out there. I mean, it was an airport, and they have a lot of security.
No. They were fighting in the city.
Oh no! I mean, I was talking about the Civil War part.
Well, the Civil War part, they were fighting in a random city.
But that was an airport, though.
And somehow, she was able to watch these moves. Who was recording?
It didn't help. Not one bit.
And she had the whole Black Panther clause. How'd you see that? Who told her that?
I don't know. I just didn't like it. It's not that Taskmaster was a woman. That wasn't a problem for me.
No, sure.
Taskmaster's biggest draw is that he can mimic things very well and very quickly. You know, it's like a reflex. But that barely happens in this movie. I mean, Black Widow encounters Taskmaster at the beginning, and she doesn't really know who Taskmaster is, but she covers the moves made for a second, and then, I mean, Natasha just falls into the river and just goes somewhere else. But there's not much mimicking going on. I mean, there's some flips and jumps, but it's really nothing special. There's no back and forth, some of the banter that Taskmaster usually has. So I was really disappointed.
Well, could you consider nothing was special because the person Taskmaster was copying wasn't special?
Well, Taskmaster was looking at more than just Black Widow.
True. Threw a shield one time, Panther claws. That's all he got.
Yeah, it was actually a she, but
that yes.
But still, just very disappointing. I mean, barely even a villain. I mean, just kind of a robot.
Pretty much a robot. I mean, they freed her, but I'm not sure she's free. That suit can't come off. She's just gonna be a robot for S.H.I.E.L.D. now. That's what that's gonna be.
Uninteresting. I mean, but where were we? I don't even know.
Well, I mean, we got our gripes with the film off from the bat, but I mean, but you know why we did that? Because the movie itself didn't have that much going on.
Thanks for watching, and if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.